Right, here we go back again. Back with Ian, just talking about the law. So we've just literally finished the going through the Bill of Rights, and now we're going on to the House of Commons, which is sorry, Ian. Do you want to say this again? House of Commons under transport something.
Well, this is a decision that was made in the House of Lords about the appeal of the court case where the Bill of Rights was determining the legitimacy of it.
Oh, brilliant.
So
There we go.
in it, there's a this is everyone should go and find this document basically, but it explains about all grants and promises of fines and forfeitures before conviction are illegal and void. So how it came about was there was a case in 2002 known as the Metric Martyrs case. Its official name was Thoburn versus City of Sunderland, 2002.
Ah, and is
And
this
in
is
that
this
case,
is this here somewhere in
no,
this?
yes, it'll be mentioned in this whole document. This is probably the best document to run through it all. If we go down to where it says all grants and promises, fines and forfeitures,
Here we go. Yes, got it. Yep.
yeah, okay, so I've now lost that place. But basically, what it's saying is there was two law lords who decided on the hierarchy of Acts of Parliament. So in this case, Thoburn versus City of Sunderland, the decision was made by Lord Justice Laws and Mr. Justice Crane, and they stated that we should observe a hierarchy of Acts of Parliament, as it were, ordinary statutes and constitutional statutes. The special status of constitutional statutes follows the special status of constitutional rights. The examples are, and he stated, the Magna Carta of 1297 and the Bill of Rights 1689. So later on in the Annex 63, it stated that ordinary statutes may be impliedly repealed, constitutional statutes may not. So this went to the House of Lords on Monday, the 15th of July 2002, where it was upheld by Lord Bingham, Lord Scott and Lord Stone. So this is 5 law lords that have agreed that there are a hierarchy of Acts of Parliament and you cannot repeal them. They stand for all time. So primary legislation is not superior. Constitutional statutes are superior. So by stating the Bill of Rights for all grants and promises, fines, etc., and all of the other paragraphs in the Bill of Rights, these are your ancient and indubitable rights. They stand for all time. Nothing can be done to you in any way if you know the law. But if you don't know the law, then you'll have to literally do as they tell you, because they'll say, well, this act or that act, or PACE 1984, for instance, is an unconstitutional law. There's a section in PACE that removes the need for a search warrant. They can now come into your home and take your goods without a search warrant.
What does PACE
Well, this
stand
is
for?
unconstitutional. The Police and Criminal Evidence Act.
Right. Wow.
This came out in 1984, a bit like the George Orwell book, 1984.
Oh my
This is where
goodness me.
the oppression started.
Huh.
So they no longer need a warrant to enter your home and take anything. Under PACE, they can surmise, they can imply that they have a right to. So if we don't know our constitutional rights, then we're going to stand there saying, oh my God, what do I do? And they'll do it. But anything that goes outside of the constraints of a constitutional statute aren't law. Everything has to stay within those constraints. So they've always needed a warrant to enter your home. There was a case, Entick versus Carrington, way back. It's a very famous case in the ancient histories. But they've always stated you need a warrant to enter somebody's home. You'll have to go to a court, get a judge to sign it, give them a good reason why you need that. But nowadays, they've removed all of this. They've encroached on our freedoms, and they're going to just state that they can walk into your home and take your property.
Wow.
So when you go to a solicitor, now every solicitor says, oh, it's all under PACE, according to PACE. You go into a court and the judge will say, it's under PACE, Police and Criminal Evidence Act. But you have to tell them, well, actually, no, we have a hierarchy determined by 5 law lords in 2002, stating that there is a hierarchy of Acts of Parliament and our constitutional statutes are higher than any other basic, statutes that they've created in Parliament now. So this is how they're subverting us and the Constitution. This is how they're taking away all our freedoms and rights. We need to really learn this and know this. So there's not much to learn, as you've highlighted there. that part about the just under where it says all grants and promises of fines,
Mm.
and then it says section 62 and section 63. That was in the annex of the case. So it's a little clause at the part of it at the end of the case.
Yeah.
These parts where it says we should recognise a hierarchy of acts of parliament. This is the Lord Justice laws stating this. The next part, ordinary statutes may be impliedly repealed, constitutional statutes may not. This is a law lord who is saying this. This isn't a judge. This is a law lord, people who create the law themselves. So any judge who said to you, you get taken into a courtroom and he says, oh, well, under pace. No, you're not arguing with me. You're arguing with a law lord. This is how powerful this part is.
Wow.
So we all need to understand this.
Wow.
And if we don't, they'll continue just to get bailiffs to come in and break the door down. But they're not allowed to. You need a warrant to do that, you know. But I'm seeing this a lot on YouTube now where people are getting their own gas and electricity meters. And then they come around with the police and then they'll get a locksmith to break open the door. All of it's illegal. But unless you know which part of statute law to refer to, then you don't have a leg to stand on. So at least learn this part.
Wow. Yeah. Wow.
And this is the most powerful part we could ever rely on. The fact that 5 law lords have stated this. There is a hierarchy, and the Bill of Rights is the top. So that's it, really. We need to get this message out, let everybody know their freedoms.
Brilliant. 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 Right, well, that was a nice little add-on there. Just 6 minutes. So, yeah, that was great. What I'll do is then we'll stop the show here. And just for anybody who's listening, we're probably going to do this regularly. So Ian is literally just going to go through the Bill of Rights, all the other constitutional statutes, and just deliver his wisdom in some nice little short snippets. So I'll be putting them on my channel. So remember, tune in regularly and get knowledged up on law. Catch you guys later.